Did you know Ferrari could be hiding its true potential in 2025? But what if I told you they're playing a psychological game with their rivals? Before we go any further, tell me in the comments. Do you think Ferrari is ready to fight for the championship, or are they just fooling everyone? Because this season could be historic. Will the SF25 be the surprise of 2025? Ferrari has historically been a team that knows how to manage public perception, and in 2025 it seems to be using a key strategy to unnerve its rivals: sandbagging. This term refers to a tactic where a team deliberately reduces the performance of its car during testing, hiding its true potential until the official season begins. Recently, speculation has arisen about how Ferrari could be taking this tactic to another level. During preseason testing in Bahrain, insiders have suggested that the Italian team did not show everything that its SF25 is capable of. In fact, some rumors suggest that Ferrari, under Fred Vasseur, decided not to maximize the car's performance in testing in order to prevent rivals such as Red Bull or McLaren from discovering its true pace. This is done to create a false sense of security for the other teams. But why opt for such a risky strategy? The answer lies in the fact that Ferrari knows that, despite its undeniable talent and capabilities, there is always a fear of being the center of attention before the season starts. If Ferrari manages to fool its rivals, they can surprise them with a real display of speed when the Australian Grand Prix arrives, which is known to be the first big challenge of the season. This is not the first time a team has used sandbagging, but what makes this situation unique is the context. Ferrari has been a team that has faced ups and downs in recent years. Therefore, showing its full potential in testing could generate expectations so high that, by not meeting them in the first races, they could see their results considered a failure. Instead, by hiding their true performance, they can start the season with less pressure and surprise everyone when they finally unleash their full power. This mind game isn't just a matter of track times. It involves managing the expectations of the press, the public, and rivals. And while sometimes tactics of this kind can backfire if misinterpreted, Ferrari seems to be banking on this strategic approach, confident that the surprise will be more valuable than any early advantage they could have gained by showing their full performance straight away. Indeed, changes to the SF25, such as suspension upgrades and a new aerodynamic package, suggest that Ferrari could be in a much stronger position than it thinks, especially when facing teams like Red Bull, who have been the favorites in recent seasons. These technical details, coupled with the intrigue generated by sandbagging, give rise to the idea that Ferrari could be hiding an ace up its sleeve, waiting for the right moment to show itself as a real threat in 2025. Now that you know a little about Ferrari's strategy, the question that remains is, are they really hiding their potential, or are they just struggling with some technical issues that will be revealed later? That is the big question that will only be cleared up when the season starts. Fuel strategies in Formula One are one of the most complex and crucial aspects of on-track performance, and Ferrari is a team that has perfected this art. While most teams focus on maximizing pure speed in qualifying sessions, Ferrari goes further and carefully manages fuel load as a way to optimize their grid positions, especially on circuits with different aerodynamic demands. In simple terms, the amount of fuel a car takes into qualifying not only influences the lap time, but also the team's overall strategy. Ferrari in particular has understood that the extra weight of fuel has a direct impact on lap time. This is not a simple adjustment, it is a very precise balance. In fact, on high downforce circuits such as Monaco or Singapore, each extra kilogram of fuel can cost up to 0.35 seconds per lap. This is a key factor that Ferrari must carefully manage. While it seems like a small figure in Formula One, where the differences are millimetric, this can make a huge difference to the final qualifying result. However, it's not just about carrying just the right amount of fuel to avoid losing speed. Ferrari has also specialized in making real-time adjustments during qualifying sessions to ensure that its drivers are not just competing for the best position, but optimizing their pit stop and first stint strategies of the race. This approach is like a game of chess. Every move has long-term consequences. By carrying a slightly higher fuel load during qualifying, Ferrari can ensure that its cars are better positioned for a more consistent race, giving them an advantage in terms of engine and tire durability. What's interesting is how different drivers respond to the fuel load. Some drivers, such as Kimi Räikkönen when he was at Ferrari, were less sensitive to the extra weight of fuel and could maintain a surprisingly fast pace even with fuller tanks. This is due to their unique driving styles, which are better suited to higher load conditions. This detail is crucial because not all drivers have the same ability to manage a car with more fuel, and Ferrari has taken advantage of this characteristic in the past to maximize its performance in situations where other teams are more affected by the additional weight. But it is not only in qualifying that Ferrari applies this strategy. In the race, fuel loading is essential to plan the length of the first part of the stint. On circuits where overtaking is difficult, such as the Hungarian Grand Prix or the Monaco Grand Prix, having an adequate fuel load and a carefully managed pit stop strategy can be the difference between finishing in a high position or getting stuck in traffic, losing valuable time. Ferrari is known for making early stops, which can be a risk if not planned well, but can also ensure that its drivers avoid the traffic jam at the end of the race, where the tires are no longer performing at their best. In this way, fuel use is not just a question of optimizing fast lap time, but of how each team decides to balance the needs of qualifying with the demands of the race. Ferrari has been able to use this approach to place its cars in positions that, in many cases, do not seem to reflect their absolute performance in qualifying conditions with loads similar to those of its rivals. In short, Ferrari has achieved a deep understanding of the impact that fuel has on every aspect of a race. From qualifying to managing the first stint, the team knows how to manage fuel load to optimize its chances both on the grid and during the race. This skill not only puts Ferrari in a strategic position in qualifying, but also allows them to better manage engine and tire wear, increasing their chances of having a successful race. Ferrari is not only focused on the 2025 season, but also has a clear long-term vision, allowing them to maintain a competitive position not only in the years to come, but in the next era of Formula One. The development of the SF25 car is just one part of a much broader strategy that seeks to position Ferrari as a leader in global motorsport as technology in Formula One evolves. Firstly, Ferrari has begun to invest significantly in developing the next cycle of engines and technologies for Formula One, with a view to 2026. The introduction of synthetic fuels and the use of hydrogen propellants are part of a wider transition towards a greener Formula One. This change not only aligns with future FIA regulations, but is also a response to growing global pressure from governments, manufacturers and fans demanding greater sustainability in the sport. The successor to the LaFerrari, codenamed F250, is a perfect example of how Ferrari is looking to the future. The F250 could be the brand's first car to use synthetic fuel technology, which is designed to mimic the chemistry of fossil fuels, but with near-zero emissions. This is a key piece in Ferrari's plan to stay at the forefront of motorsport innovation, ensuring its legacy not only continues, but is also recognized as a leader in sustainability. Over the next few years, Ferrari intends to leverage these technological advancements in both its Formula One cars and its road models. With the F250, the brand not only plans to continue its success in Formula One, but also apply those cutting-edge technologies in its production vehicles. This reflects how Ferrari sees its role not only as a competitor on the track, but also as a driving force behind the transition to a greener automotive industry. In addition to investment in synthetic fuels and alternative powertrains, Ferrari is also working on further integration of hybrid and electronic technologies. Improvement in the energy recovery system, already a crucial component in modern Formula One, is another aspect that Ferrari is perfecting to ensure that its cars can remain competitive in the near future, especially with the growing importance of energy efficiency. This focus on the future goes beyond engines and sustainability. Ferrari is also exploring new strategies regarding aerodynamics and chassis design. The evolution of its SF25 is a clear demonstration of how the brand is balancing incremental improvements for the 2025 season with designing more revolutionary solutions for the future. The team is rumored to be working on new aerodynamic approaches that could change the way the air interacts with the car, allowing them to gain a significant advantage over rivals not only in 2025, but in the years beyond as well. This long-term approach reflects a strategic mindset that is not common across all Formula One teams. While many focus exclusively on the immediate needs of the season, Ferrari is investing resources in areas that might not bear immediate fruit, but could result in significant advances as Formula One adapts to new regulations and technological changes. Of course, this type of long-term development involves risks. Ferrari will have to navigate the complexities of a transition to a new generation of cars, engines and fuels, while maintaining its competitiveness on the grid in the present. However, history has shown that Ferrari has the ability to innovate and overcome challenges, whether in terms of car design or adapting to new regulations. This allows them to maintain a solid foundation for the future while still seeking immediate success. In short, Ferrari's development is not just about what they are doing now, but also about what they are preparing for the years to come. With significant investment in sustainable technologies, new aerodynamic strategies and advanced powertrains, Ferrari is shaping its future in and out of Formula One. This approach ensures they remain competitive in the next era of motorsport, which could cement them as leaders not just in the present, but in the near future. In short, Ferrari is uniquely positioned to redefine its future in Formula One. With a combination of well-thought-out strategies, from the subtle management of its performance and testing to the technical innovations they are developing, it seems that the Scuderia is not only aiming to compete, but to revolutionize the sport in the years to come. In 2025, the Italian team will not only be fighting for the championship, but will do so with a long-term approach that encompasses not only the present, but also the future of automotive technology. Potential aerodynamic improvements, fuel strategies that they continue to refine, and the mystery surrounding the true potential of the SF25 tell us that Ferrari is playing the long game, seeking not only immediate success, but a new era in Formula One. If, as many speculate, Ferrari has been using sandbagging as a strategy, the first Australian Grand Prix could be the place where they finally show their true performance, surprising everyone with a car that can truly challenge giants like Red Bull and McLaren. But it is not just their performance on the track that is at stake. Ferrari is also looking to the future, exploring synthetic fuels and hydrogen propellants, which will allow them to be one step ahead not only in racing, but also in the evolution of automotive technology. With a clear vision for 2026 and beyond, Ferrari is making decisions today that will impact not only Formula One, but the entire motorsport world. Now that you have a clearer idea about Ferrari's hidden potential and their strategies, the question is, will they really be able to unseat the reigning champions, or will this season be just another failed attempt? We'll find out soon enough. But in the meantime, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Ferrari finally has what it takes to challenge the F1 giants, or are they just playing a game of trickery? If you have any questions or want to delve deeper into Ferrari's intricate strategy, feel free to leave your comment. And if you're passionate about Formula One and want more analysis and exclusive content on what's to come in the 2025 season, subscribe now and don't miss the upcoming videos. See you in the next analysis, where we'll break down more details on the impact of these strategies and what they mean for the championship.